Oh yes, it is July, and people's thoughts all over the UK turn to holidays. Certainly my annual leave is due, and this will be the last thought for the day for a while. There's only me here to do these things, and human beings are built such that they need a break. It's time to go away. Now, of course, it's become traditional, more than that expected, that when holiday time comes around, we should go away. But that isn't always possible for all of us. Now, let's face it, given the rising rate of infection with the Delta variant in the UK, and things standing the way they are, what country on earth is willing to have us? We're looking pretty limited as to how far we go when we're going away this year. In fact, it's actually looking worse even than that. Oh yeah, UK holiday destinations are doing roaring trade at the moment. But as they do so, their COVID rates are rapidly rising. Around a quarter of positive tests in the last week in our health board area are on people who are resident outside the area. Our hospital resources in rural areas have been proportionally underfunded for a long time, and we aren't given the resources to cope with things like this. In fact, at the outset, our medical assets to deal with the COVID crisis got shipped to London. So, against this sort of background, how long will it be until local resistance at crowded UK tourist destinations starts to boil over? It seems like time to reevaluate what we do with our downtime. Now, what's going to be my dream break in the future? Well, beach holidays haven't appealed to me for decades, so that's not a problem. No, I like to immerse myself in different cultures amongst different people. I'd love to be spending my leave in a Western Balkan city I could think of that has a vibrant cafe culture, seeing family and people I know. I'd really love to do that. The thing is, that country, very wisely, won't have us. So, what's the new formula for time off? I've been reflecting on it for a while now, and I've tentatively come up with this. I need a renewing place to be, with the pressure off, spending time with people who inspire me, whose company is a joy, learning more about them and about myself as we interact together. But there still remains one vital, crucial element. Are these people able and happy to receive me? In short, are we welcome to come? The poet Frances Ridley Havergal, who incidentally lived for some time at Caswell Bay, a beautiful tourist destination on the south of the Gower Peninsula, she wrote a daily devotional volume published posthumously in 1882 called The Royal Invitation. It's a 31-day devotional volume focusing on the invitations of God to come into his presence. It's a beautiful little book which you can download freely from the internet, and there's a link to that in the blog. The warmth of the royal invitation, Havergal explores, is a matter that exercises the mind of the author of Hebrews too. It comes up in our verse for the day today, which unfolds the reason that Christians can come freely into the presence of God. Here's the verse for the day. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who's been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. That's Hebrews 4, verses 15 to 16. It's the summary of a passage in that letter which contrasts the new situation in Christ for his followers with the old situation in the Old Testament, where sinful people could not safely enter the presence of the holy God at the temple because of the toxicity sin brought into the relationship. That passage there in Hebrews unpacks the lengths to which God has gone to deal with the troublesome toxin at significant cost to himself, in spite of all that our sin deserved, so that as a sympathetic host, he might invite us safely into his company, his presence, and his fellowship. Here's the point. There are people you sometimes meet whose presence in some way refreshes, restores, and inspires you. Sometimes you can get access to their presence. And when you can, that is something really precious. The Bible's God is that person par excellence. His company refreshes and restores the grace-brought soul. And because of all Jesus has done, so says Hebrews 4, we can approach the throne of his grace with every confidence, where we find mercy, grace, and help at the times we need to. Here's the takeaway. In Psalm 16, David uncovers the false foundations of our frustration with this COVID year's limited holiday options when he writes, "You make known to me the path of life. You fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand." Psalm 16:11. The refreshment we're looking for at holiday time doesn't reside in Benidorm, or even the Balkans, after all. It lies in the presence of the eternal God who's actually to be found everywhere, and to whom all who trust in him may confidently come for his joyful, refreshing presence. Happy holidays. I'm already looking forward to coming back at the end of them.